Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Zeke here, and today I'm going to do a quick review on the Titanfall PC beta. I'm just doing this for future reference for all the people who did not sign up for the beta, which I believe ended yesterday. Yeah, yesterday on the 17th. And I'm just going to talk about a few things. Basically two major categories, which is the gameplay and the sounds and visuals. The first thing I'm going to do under gameplay is pacing. I gave pacing a 9.5. It was very fast. I love the game. Couldn't get enough of it. Faster than Battlefield, faster than Crisis, faster than any other game I played, except for maybe Sonic. But that's blast processing. It's crazy. Anyway, the parkour really makes the pacing fun. I mean, you're running around shooting people. All the guns are really fast, especially the submachine gun. Everything's insane. There are bullets flying everywhere, and you jump in a Titan, you jump on top of somebody's Titan, and you're just shooting it up. And I mean, everything about it, from the minute you load the game to the second it ends, it's fast. The next thing I'm going to do is balance, which I gave a 9, because it is really surprisingly balanced. The Titans aren't op. I mean, the minions are pretty weak, but they're made to be just buffering for people who are in the game, and they're just there to fill some space, because they're pretty big maps, because they had to do that for Titans, but the Titans are overpowered. I mean, sure, if you get close enough to one, it can step on you, and you're gone, and the punch is an insta-kill, but the kick is an insta-kill for players as well. And the Titans have their own balances. Like, every player has a pretty powerful Titan destruction weapon, and there are a bunch of pilots running around. It's hard to kill pilots, even as a Titan. And the guns, as far as the weapons and the class customization, is really balanced. I'm sure, as with all communities, people are going to break it because competition. People want to break it. They want to win. And which will make the game a little bad, but I don't think there's much capacity for breaking the balance. Because I can see they've worked on it a lot. I'm really impressed with Respawn's balance. Most of these developers' games are pretty unbalanced at times. Call of Duty was really unbalanced. But anyway. Next is progression, which I gave a 7.5. The reason being, it's pretty reasonable. I mean, yes, you get new guns, and yes, this is the beta, which you only get to level 14, but I understood that, but it's kind of sluggish at times. The progression is sluggish because, it's not necessarily getting new guns and abilities. It's just when you get the new gun, you have to wait several games, especially with the assault rifle. You have to kill 100 grunts or minions or whatever to get just like a new sight, which is annoying. I like that you have to earn the sights, but I think there should be a better way of earning them. Although I'm not going to get the developers to change that. That doesn't make the game crazily, not fun, but it definitely helps with the balance. The next thing is realism. Screw realism. For the story, it's pretty good. I liked it. It seemed realistic, except for the ragdoll physics, which you may see a bit in the video, but that doesn't really count. It just makes the game funny, and I don't want them fixed. So, honestly, I mean, I love watching some guy get flung by this Titan all across the map. It's really funny to watch. The next is controls. And on the PC, just the keyboard and mouse alone, I gave it a 9. It's pretty good. I mean, smooth, classic WSD, mouse to shoot, blah, blah, blah. Most of you guys know that. And then, but, the chat, it doesn't tell you much how to chat with people. I know there is the Z key for hold the chat, which is nice, but I don't like talking to people anyway, because I'm weird. And then, but when I plugged in my Xbox 360 controller to my PC, it was great. I mean, it just made it faster, and I was more immersed. I almost leaned into my TV, which I use for my monitor. I was just running around. It didn't necessarily increase my performance, but I feel like it did. It was just fast. And on to that, speaking of immersion, I gave immersion a 7, because it's fairly good. I mean, on the PC, once again, like I said, on the controls, I wasn't necessarily leaning into the screen. And other players, when you hear, get that thing, guys, that's kind of annoying. But the pacing really does affect it. The fast-paced gameplay really helps people get into the game. Now moving on to sounds and visuals. First on the list is textures, which was given a 9. I thought they were great. They were really good. It was almost better than BF4's textures, although I may be mistaken. Coming from a really crappy laptop where I could only play Minecraft on the lowest settings to an Alienware, which plays almost every game on the highest settings, I really can't say much about graphics, and they're not that important. Although, you know, on the PC and the new consoles, it's good to have the 60 FPS and a great quality. They're almost better than BF4. Not quite better. The guns look great. I really like the guns. Next is effects, which I give a 6. I've seen much better ones. The depth of field needs some work, but it's still not Call of Duty's Ghost's depth of field, which was, it was bad on the Xbox 360, but, you know, that's the only thing I played it on, so that's probably why I thought it sucked. Anyway, now for the lighting, which I gave an 8. It was pretty good. Didn't need any real work. I know graphics aren't this game's focus, and that's good, because I'd rather play the game and have a bunch of fun and not get pissed off. Anyway, moving on. The music is alright. It fits really well. The pacing is definitely affected by it. You know, the fast, tense music really helps. Like, for example, when you're, you're evacing, you get in the shuttle, and it's just like, poof, you're gone, and the music really helps. And then now for the gameplay sound, which I gave a 9. The gun sounds are really good. I like the Titans effects, how they stomp around, make a bunch of noise. I also liked how the sounds weren't really loud and bassy, but for people who like that, I guess you can just adjust your Turtle Beaches or whatever. And then the voiceovers help the realism, and then they affect the immersion of the game. You know, it kind of makes you lean in a bit when this guy's telling you over like a chat thing, you know, that your Titan's about to be ready, and I need you to get to this point to blah 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 and blah blah blah. And the people, their call-outs are pretty good. You know, I've spotted an enemy over there. Oh, here comes a Titan. You know, I just got killed. Overall, it's pretty good sounds. Overall, I averaged the scores of everything. And it came out to be 8.1, blah, 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 you know, very long, non-terminating number. I'm a nerd, yeah, whatever, deal with it. It was very fun, innovative for the developers. I mean, I loved it, and I already bought it. I mean, it's not filled with next-gen gimmicks, and I know it's made for the Xbox One, but the PC beta was really good, and I look forward to playing it a lot, and I know I will. And I'm sure it'll be better on the Xbox One, but like I said, I really like the PC beta. Already bought it. Sorry for repeating myself. Deal with it. Unfortunately, sorry for your PS4 players, it's not on there. And that really sucks. And for the Xbox 360, it's not going to be very good. It's not going to look good. I guess it'll play the same. Maybe not as fast. But that doesn't affect me. And a lot of people. I believe that you should buy it, or anybody. And it's pretty good. Really fun game. Yeah, well, once again, an 8.1. That's pretty good. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Zeke. See you guys later.